So I have two conclusions for this. Yes, we got screwed. Yes, we probably should have won this game. First off, is Franklin just bad talking to the refs? Is he just bad at it? Because this is a common thing. I know I can complain about the refs, but I have a statistic here that you can't argue with. You can't argue with the numbers. Penn State for this entire season was last in opponent penalty yards against. And I just want to throw this out there. Ohio State was second last in that category. So is it just James Franklin, or is it the Big Ten? And then especially in this game, when the refs were probably more one-sided than I've ever seen in a football game before, and they made an impact by their calls and no calls in a much bigger way than I'd seen in a game before. It was definitely a talking point. You know, when you have top personalities from ESPN and other places going on social media after the game and complaining about the reffing and saying that Penn State got screwed, that's how you know you got screwed. There's no way around it. But there's a silver line to this, right? Yes, we played very well against Oregon and still lost. Yes, James Franklin still couldn't get over the hump and win this big game, even though he might have gotten screwed by the refs. Sure, you can take so many different angles of this. But I think as of right now, the opinion you have to have as a Penn State fan is this was a blessing in disguise. Sure, a Big Ten championship would be nice. Sure, it'd be nice to be the number one team in the country. I was saying this a few weeks ago. I think it would be best for Penn State to get the 5 seed, because that would be the easiest spot to the Final Four. That would be the best chance to win a national title, is to not win the Big Ten championship. And it turns out that was right, but we got the 6th seed, which ended up being the best path. It's absolutely insane how well it worked out for us. And I know Joel Klatt was losing his mind this weekend, hilariously losing his mind, over the fact that Oregon wins the Big Ten championship, goes undefeated, all this, and now they get quote-unquote punished for getting the 1 seed. First off, that's just flat out wrong. Oregon's not getting punished. They get a bye. And then they got to play the winner of Ohio State and Tennessee, 2 teams that have looked very middling over the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure that's getting punished at all. If you're saying by punished, you're not saying they don't have the easiest path. Well, that's true. I think Penn State has technically the easiest path to the playoffs, but they still got to play an extra game, which I can talk about a little later, but I actually think that's good. I don't think it's good to have 3 weeks off before your biggest game of the season. I don't think that's good for getting your mentals right. I don't think that's good for getting your body right. I think it's good to get that home game and build up momentum and keep your guys playing and keep them used to contact before your biggest games of the season. So, yes, I think it's not good to get the 1 seed in the 12-team college football playoffs, and Oregon's gotten that. That's what they quote-unquote earned, right? Penn State earned the 6th seed, and now we get an easy path.